Hello, it's Wednesday today, and today is my last gig for 2.5 weeks, unless a late booking comes in, which is unlikely. I can't believe it. And do you know what? I've woken up this morning just feeling like, oh, I just want to rest at home. I want to break at home for a few days and just not be doing my hamster wheel of tasks that I set for myself every day, right, what else can I do, blah, 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 write it on the list, get it done, pressure myself. I just feel like, oh, I just want to do my puzzle. I want to lounge on my sofa reading ebooks on my iPad and just chill, hang out with my daughter. Not that she particularly wants to hang out with me much these days because, you know, they like their friends more than their parents at this age, but, you know, it is nice when I do catch up with her. I'm half tempted to just give myself the rest of the day off until it's time to leave, which is 5 o'clock. I'm leaving at 5, and I know that if I have a restful, chilled out day, I'll just be so much more full of energy at my gig tonight. Thinking about it, I went shopping yesterday. I went to film a retail therapy day for Shop with Imo, the other channel, which will be out on Friday. So I filmed it already, but it's actually coming out after this one. So I filmed it yesterday. Yes, I got myself some sofa cushions and some other bits and bobs. And do you know what? I realised that when my daughter was born, I hadn't really sorted my house out. It wasn't the best. It needed redecorating. I didn't have the budget to do it. I did a few bits and bobs, you know, home paint jobs and that, but it was livingable. It was perfectly fine. I was on my own with the baby. Yeah, and I just, you know, I thought, right, okay, I've got a young baby. I want to prioritise her, really, when it comes to the living space. So everything was all about the baby, then it was all about the toddler, then it was all about the child. So there were toy boxes everywhere. And because I didn't have any other adults living in the house, I could do that. I didn't have to worry about the husband coming in and wanting his place all tidy. It didn't matter because it was only me and her there. So there was just toys everywhere, boxes and boxes of charity shop toys and donated toys and all the other toys that I might have bought, whatever, but it was just everywhere. And she would just chuck drinks everywhere, give her a plate of snacks, she'd walk through it and then tread it into the carpet. You know what toddlers are like, you know, the amount of hot chocolates that went on the sofa. And I just thought, right, just let it go. Ooh, let it go, let it go. When she's an adult, you get your house back. You can start to take pride in it again. And I kind of forgot to do that. And she's actually 19 now. And I suddenly thought, do you know what? I can start buying things and making my house more homely and more me-ish and more cozy and not have to think all the time, oh, just get secondhand bits or donated items because it's just going to get wrecked anyway. Well, it isn't now, is it? It isn't, because she's 19. Hopefully she's gone through throwing drinks all over the sofa and the carpet and getting paint everywhere and felt tip pen everywhere. And mind you, there's still a bit of paint. But anyway, yeah, so I got these cushions. Yes, this is a spoiler alert. This is because you haven't seen the Shop with Imo when I went out on my shopping day to get them, but I love them. You may notice there is a blue throw thing on that. It's because it's ripped. Oh, I washed it. Look, rippage. When it washed, it had a tiny rip in it, then I put it in the washing machine and then it had a big rip in it, and ever since my daughter's been sitting here, or me, it's been ripping more. I'm rather thinking about getting one of those embroidery rings and literally using embroidery thread to sort of tart up the flower with a different colour, as it were, strategically so that it seals up all the gaps. I'm not sure if that's possible, but in my mind's eye it is. In my imagination it works wonderfully and will look beautiful at the end, and we might have a random different coloured flower, but you know me, I like random and difference and individuality. But I'm also wondering if I should just measure up the length of that sofa and get a throw big enough to cover the whole of the bottom of it. I've got these beautiful cushions though. The sofa, you can see how faded it is because it's 20 years old. I bought that before my daughter was born. I was pregnant. Actually, my mum bought it. Thinking about it, it wasn't even me that bought it. It was a big extravagance from IKEA, and it's so comfy to this day. It's so nice to sleep on because I don't have a guest bedroom, but I have this to put people on, and it's so comfy. When Izzy has her sleepovers, her friend tends to sleep down here on the sofa. If I am having a day off from all my practicing and all my desky jobs, there is something I cannot put off any longer. I meant to do it on Monday. I've been wanting to do this for so long. I've been whittling it down and down. I really need to defrost the freezer, and I said Monday would be the day. I don't even know where it's plugged in. It never gets defrosted, but it's got all this, you know, hang on, you see that It's probably too close to focus, but yeah, there's so much build up of frost, it's difficult to open and close these things without getting a knife and chopping into it. Oh, there's a freezing draft coming out. So I'm hoping now that I've whittled it down enough to just put the rest out and just eat it, you know, within a few days, but I don't know if there is. Right, I better do a bit of a stock take and see what's in it. What I would have done was take the contents out and put it in the fridge at least, huddle it all together like penguins huddling together to keep the temperature, and then anything that was still frozen by the time I defrosted that, put back in. But I don't want to do that because I've got medication in the fridge that's got to be strictly between 2 and 8 degrees. And if the frozen things in the fridge bring that temperature down, I'm going to really worry about that. There's quite a lot of syringes in there. They cannot be destroyed. We do have a second fridge. It's not plugged in. It's a little mini one. It went to uni with my daughter and came back up, and it's upstairs. I'm going to go plug that in and set it up somewhere upstairs. I'm not going to carry it down. Then I can put everything in a carrier bag, can't I? And just put it in there. It does have a little ice box, but it's tiny. Maybe I could put like veggie sausages in there or something. It's here at the moment. Yeah, I could probably turn it on there. Yes, it's very messy up here, isn't it? This is the junk room, really, that I could do to sort out. This is the dumping ground for uni stuff. Spare bedding for people that sleep over. There's even science on the wall up there from when we were home educating. Anyway, yeah, if I could get to there, I can sort through those cupboards. I am in a mood now to have a good declutter, go through books. Right, this is a really awkward angle. I'm going to take you downstairs, put you on a tripod. This isn't a thumbs up, this is a sore thumb. I've got a sore thumb, I think it's from the camera. It's a big lump, this one. And yeah, I'm trying to put you on a tripod more. Let that heal a bit. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to have a big chuck out now. I feel ready. I feel the time is here. But I know I have, in my head, I've got a fear of there being some terrible infrastructural catastrophic breakdown of society and being left with no internet and not having anything to read or entertain ourselves with, you know, in our feral evenings, barren evenings. And so I feel like I want to hold on to my books. But in reality, if I want to read a book, I'm much more likely to just look it up on Kindle and read it on my iPad, so I can make the font nice and easy to read, make it bigger, and I don't have to hold it and drop it all over the place. I'm not very good at holding books. I don't know. I just prefer it. So really, am I ever going to read those books? Because if I was, I'd probably just look them up on Kindle. So I need to have a big purge, basically. But it did occur to me that if I did have this genuine terror and considered it legitimate enough of a possibility that the whole internet of the world would go down for a period of time, you know, why don't I have a loft box with choice items, not all the items, but some of the items that I could read. DVDs and books that I really like, but put them in the loft so they're not in my space day to day, because it would only be if something awful happened that I would want them again, really. So yeah, that's in my head at the moment, and that's a bit of an advance. I think that's a little breaking down of the barrier that's been stopping me purging it, if you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to crack on and do something with that freezer now. I'd better stop talking to you because it'll just never happen otherwise. I knew there was a reason I didn't want to do this. Oh, this is not a good setup. I'll give this a good hoover because, paper. Oh, there's loads of paper clips down there. They weren't mine. Must be from the previous occupants. Oh, this freezer is all dusty at the back, all over the back grill, I think. I've got it out. I think I'm going to need to move the fridge forward as well. The fridge cannot go off because of the medication in there. But this is in a four-way down there, which my boyfriend is strapped to the pipe because he doesn't want it on the floor in case of a flood and then it going on the electrics. It's not great. You know, I inherited this. Well, I didn't inherit the house. When I bought the house, I inherited some funny quirks with it. So where is the fridge? Ah, right, okay, so I think the fridge is not in that one. I need to get a torch on that. I need to be able to switch that fridge on and off. So I think that's the fridge. Hang on, if I just do it for 1 second. Is that the fridge off now? Yeah, that's the fridge off. Right, so let's just get that straight back on. Right, okay. Oh, sugar. Can't do it now. Oh, no. Oh, buns. You know what I was saying about the fridge cannot go off? Oh, crikey, hang on. It's got to go back on. I mean, it probably won't for a couple of hours, but I panic, you know. Oh, shoot. Got it. Okay. Right, I think then, that one is up there, so I can climb on a step and get it. Oh, where's my step gone? Hang on, I've been keeping my step in the kitchen so I can access things. Oh, I know where it is. This wasn't meant to be one of those sorts of vlogs. I've been sorting out old linen for recycling. Made a start on some charity shop stuff as well. See, I'm just in the mood now to have a good purge and a fresh start from September. Right, let's find where this plug is. Now, it was by design so that the freezer and fridge could be switched off with a separate fridge. A separate fridge, a separate switch. Right, I can't see that. I'm going to have to get on a chair, I think. I can see it on the camera, but I can't reach it in real life. Well, there's my hand. I'm not getting on this worktop. I just don't trust it not to cave. I wonder if I could just use the monitor to switch that switch. I'll move over a bit. If I can get it from here. So I literally can't see it with my naked eye. Oh, I can feel it, yeah. Yeah, I've got the fridge on upstairs, so I'll go and put some of that in there. Let me just check that's gone off. It should be. That's defo still on. Okay, good. We're winning, we're winning. Right. Fridge, upstairs, hoover that out, take it from there, I think. Oh, and they were in there as well, but they can just go in. I think they can go, well, no, I'll leave them out for a bit and then I'll put them in the fridge because we'll just eat those. Actually, I should just think about what will we just eat. Will we just eat the tuna steaks? I mean, within 2 to 3 days, that would be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll just eat those. Don't need to freeze them. What about these Plant Pioneer meat-free burgers? So I've got lunch sorted already because I've got leftovers from last night. It's 2 sausages. Oh, now sod it. I will take them upstairs, actually. I will take those upstairs. These can just go in the cupboard. They'll refreeze and it'll be fine. I've already thrown some chocolate cake out that I had in there, which I'm just never going to eat anyway. Mince pies from Christmas. See, when I went to Lisbon, I wanted to turn my fridge off, so I put things in the freezer instead and left that one. I'm just going to chuck them. Honestly, I'm just not going to eat them. I'm not appetised to eat mince pies that have been in the freezer since February. They went in date. Right, some fish fingers, so I'll just refreeze upstairs. There's so little, I think that'll fit in the little cubby hole thingy. Broad beans. Oh, crikey. I think the chilies, no, if I put them straight in the freezer upstairs. Right, we might be able to do it. Let's see. Bread, we could have toasties. Bit of bread, 1 potato cake. Okay, I think we're winning. And these are just boo-boo buddies. And these are the things that go in my daughter's medical grade cool bag in case we have a catastrophic fridge breakdown and we need to preserve her medication for up to 8 hours. But that's as long as it'll keep it cold for. Right then, I've come up here. There's a lock on that, look, because... just don't even ask. Right, so it's not down to temperature yet. I always keep a thermometer in the fridge because of the medication, you see. Right, this is the freezer bit. As you see, not very big, but let's put the chilies in because those chilies will turn to mush very quickly and be unusable. So they will actually get wrecked if they defrost. That can just go in the fridge. I'm just going to put that in the fridge when it's defrosted. Anyone use it, which is goat's milk. Likewise with the ready meal. We'll just eat it. So that's fine. Oh, that can go in the door, I think. We'll try and preserve veggie burgers. And the fish fingers. Oh, there's a teaspoon. I wondered what that crash was. That can go in there as well. The 2 corn sausages. See, I've got leftovers for lunch, so it's not like we'd even eat these for lunch today. Broad beans. Right. Oh, there's a peg now. And I think the tuna steaks, we'll just defrost them in the fridge slowly and then we'll just eat them within 3 days. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually making some progress. The thing is, because I spend all my time practicing and arranging music, and editing and filming, I never get anything done in the house. It's going to rack and ruin. Oh dear. Let's try and spend some time now over the next few weeks when I'm not actually gigging. The pressure's off a bit for the practicing. The thing is, I do need to be working stuff up for uni though, because I can't go in with no repertoire. It's just, that'd be ridiculous at MA level and I've got 0 repertoire. What's that going to look like? Right, give me a minute, I'm going to hoover that out. Yes, that lights and stuff is dust, apparently. Oh no, my daughter's going to come down and all her allergies will be set off now. Well, a dust allergy, not all of her allergies. I'm talking nonsense because I can't multitask, basically. Oh, it's just Dusty on the top as well. I've been giving it a good bleaching on the outside, a hoovering all around the back of the grill and everything, and in there I've got in and hoovered as well and got all the sort of superficial debris up, so that's looking so much better. It's magic hoovering, I tell you what, it's half make a difference in like 30 seconds, it's incredible. I've just realised I can put that back, can't I, because the switch is up there. Never needed to get it out in the first place, but I guess I did for investigative reasons. It's hard, it's a bit heavy for me and a bit awkward, and with that uneven floor, it's quite difficult to do, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, it's wedged. I can't get it back any further. I'm just going to leave it like that and wait for IB. Did I tell you this freezer's 20 years old? I bought it when I was pregnant so that I could freeze baby food and baby milk, as I expressed. I didn't know how much I was going to express, but she couldn't latch at all, so I expressed for 10 weeks and she just didn't manage to feed au naturel. But there we are. That's my brief breastfeeding or not story. I tried. I really felt like such a failure, and I expect a lot of women do. And I grew up in a house with a breastfeeding counsellor because my mum did that, I think voluntarily. And so, you know, as a kid I read all the literature, went around the house reading everything there was to read, including that, and so it was impressed upon me by that at an early age. I always thought I wanted to do that, but I couldn't. Anyway, right, I can't get that out. I'm going to put the camera down and get on. I've been washing up all the containers, you know, the trays that come out of there. Ones that I could get out. That one I've got to wait for a bit of defrosting first. I put my oven dish, I don't know what you call that, it's what we do sort of roasties in. Put that as a collecting tray. Of course I had to have a Mr. Freezy. It's very nice because it's kind of partially melted. Sometime later, and I feel like this is still on. It's vibrating, and if I put my head in it, it's very cold and it's humming. What the heck? What the hell did I turn off then? Because the fridge is definitely still on. Yeah, that's definitely still on. This is making a noise. That's because I thought, is it just the fridge? It's... Oh. What have we got around this side? Anything up there? Something's there. I can't reach it. Is this dirt? I can't see that because I'm not tall enough. I'm looking at it on my phone screen. Oh, what the hell did I turn off? I am utterly dumbfounded, frankly. Oh, could it be this? No, that's still there. What's that plugged into then? What is that plugged into? Oh gosh, maybe it just goes directly into the main somewhere. Right, the mystery continues. I'm going to give this a poke with a wooden spoon because I can't see or reach that. Oh, what if it's something crucial there? Well, I could get on a chair, can't I? I wonder if the dishwasher shouldn't go off because it's plugged in down here. Oh, I'll have to get a chair. Right, hopefully you don't get footage of the chair breaking under my weight now. Can I reach it now? Oh, I can almost see it. My eyes. Right, so the dishwasher's not gone off. Sorry about the filth up there. I'm not even aware of what's up there, to be honest. It's way beyond my eye level. Oh, it's still flipping vibrating. Wow. Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. What? Oh. I need to turn my freezer off and I can't. Oh, I can't. No. I don't think I can get the fridge out on my own and reach that thing at the back. Oh, I'm having a crisis. I know what the switch was at the back, at the top now. That's a light. That's not working, and I'm betting this one's not working either now. Yeah, I use that all the time when I'm cooking. Right, well, that's going to go back on then. Oh, blinking heck. Where on earth did that mysterious thing come from then? Well, I just don't know. I want to go back to practicing and editing. It's less stressful. There's no more power supplies up there, no. What the heck is... Ew, what is this? Draft excluder. Off the back door. I got the freezer off. I just had to get it back out and get that thing unplugged, but where that is coming from, I do not know. I might have to ask IB to give me a hand. It's weird. I definitely deserve a lunch break after all that fuss and bother. This is all leftovers apart from my homegrown tomatoes, which I just microwaved in with the leftovers. Yes, excuse all those things. Right, so we've got fresh tagliatelle, well, it was fresh last night, which I sauteed in with mushrooms and a lot of peppers and garlic and various seasonings, and halloumi. There's also some leftover cauliflower from a different meal and leftover beans from that other different meal, and the tomatoes I just cut in half and microwaved, and I think they should be quite nice. I've actually been sat here reading while eating my lunch because I just fancied a bit of break, so I'm going to read a little bit more for 5 minutes. And I went rummaging in the cupboards. I'm feeling breakish, you see, so I decided to have something unusual and out of character, and I found these. Izzy brought them back with her from uni. Apparently they've got banana flavoured filling, so I'm a bit dubious about whether I'm going to like them. Oh, they're all right, actually. They're very light, so there's a lot of air in them, but they kind of melt in the mouth. Yeah, I think I could trough those whilst reading that book, yes. I had a longer than usual sit down for lunch. It is 2:30 now and I've got to go out at 5. I'm making myself a coffee. Gosh, that looks invisible on this camera monitor. This is finally getting to the point where I can do this, look. How satisfying is that? Oh, after all the months of struggling with this freezer, I'm so excited. I'm going to go to Iceland tomorrow and do a big freezer restock. It's ages since I've bought loads of frozen-y stuff. You know, I've been trying to whittle this down for months. Oh, anyway, it's not so bad, is it? Now I know how to get that plug out. I'm not looking forward to getting it back in, mind. I'm going to take that coffee upstairs and do a bit of editing because I can't do any tonight because I'm gigging. So I don't want to be like editing all tomorrow. I was supposed to have my dyslexia assessment tomorrow. It's been postponed through no fault of her own. It's all good. It's all good. It's going to be next week now. But oh, I just wanted to kind of get it done. But I've been sent another pre-assessment questionnaire to do, which is for ADHD, because I think one of the questions was, do you think you might have any of the following? And there was various boxes to check. And well, I've had the odd chats with the odd specialist here and there about the subject, not particularly about me, but through the course of the conversation, she said, I definitely think you are. And a yes as well. Oh dear. Well, it explains a lot if I am, but anyway, I've got to fill out a thing about attention and memory and concentration or something like that anyway. Or shall I just look it up and tell you? Shall I just look up the title and then I'll tell you? Then I won't be guessing and being vague. Attention and concentration checklist, adults. Please answer the questions below, ticking the box that best describes how you have felt and conducted yourself over the past 6 months. I think I'll do that tomorrow though, not today, because it's not for a while now anyway, is it? It's 3:35 now. I've been editing and I've just been sort of carefully picking these bits off. Got to be careful though, because there's pipes under it and you don't want to damage them, do you? So being very careful about that. But yeah, we're making some progress. I love it when it does the work for me while I'm just doing something else upstairs. I've been laughing my head off at my edit because it's just ridiculous, especially the panic. I wasn't enjoying the quest of finding where the flipping thing was plugged in, I won't lie. I also discovered through editing just now that I've got a load of footage to edit and it's going to be too much if I film the gig tonight and put it in this vlog, so I will put that in the next one. But right, before I do, I had a question on Instagram. Somebody was asking me how to keep babies interested in music because they were telling me, oh, my coffee puts on the stove. I'm having another coffee. I'm another sneaky one. I thought something else is switching itself on then. Yeah, sorry. She was asking, she said the baby really, really loves music, reacts, dances when they hear the music, all that sort of thing. I'm trying to remember what the DM said because it was a DM. And did I have any advice for keeping babies interested in music? What did I do with mine? Well, I sang to her all the time. I even sang to her in the womb. It's a bit late for that if baby's already born, but I did. And then I sang the same songs after she was born to see if she would recognise them. And I don't know if she did or not, but I was very religious about it. Like, you know, right, I'm going to sing this one in the evening every day and then see if she recognises it. And I don't know if she did or not, and I sang to her all the time, all the time, all the time. Just exposed her to a lot of music, but I mean, mine would be hearing me play the flute and things like that. But one thing I would say is have something with a piano layout that they can free play with, just experiment with, whether that's a glockenspiel or something with bongy things, whatever's suitable for the age range. I mean, you can get the little toy plinky plonky piano so they can just see where the intervals are and just experiment, like without any lessons or anything. Like see what happens. I know I had access to a piano growing up because my mum played piano, and I would, you know, think, right, what happens if I jump, you know, leave a gap of one note in between everything, and what does that sound like? And, you know, I'm discovering chords and things like that, and then what if they've all got two white notes in between, you know, and just experimenting with the patterns and finding these beautiful things, and just being able to freely access it whenever I wanted to. As a young thing, I think it really helped to consolidate sort of concepts of music, of intervals, octaves, keys, accidentals, just things like that. But I don't think it has to be a piano necessarily. But I think the important thing is that they can access whenever they want, free play on it without direction, and just explore and experiment. I mean, it could be like a battery operated keyboard, or even one of these mats, you know, that you touch and it plays the tone. That's my thoughts on that. I better end this vlog now, and I'm going to start the other one when it's time to leave, I think, and put it in the next vlog, because it'll just be too much footage otherwise. But thank you so much for watching this one. You'll get the fridge update in the next vlog, probably. The next thrilling instalment of the defrostation of the fridge. Oh dear gosh. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching it. Feel free to subscribe and hit all for the notifications. Here's another playlist of some more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!